Hello, my name is Jim Kelly, and this is my attempt to complete Mod 9, my Wiki. I had a little bit of difficulty with it. I went to Wiki Spaces, and I seem to have a little bit of problem utilizing that. Some of the plugins didn't work, and it wasn't as user-friendly as I thought. After looking at some of the other work that was out there that some of the other students completed, I went to PD Works and I found that that was another site that was a little bit more user friendly, but like both of the sites, I found some idiosyncrasies, but I've discovered that I'm able to utilize both of them and meld them together. And I've learned a great deal from both of them. So one of the problems that I had, like I said, at this site was downloaded. I couldn't download images as much as I would like to. I would have liked to have downloaded a few more pictures, but as you see, as I progressed through this, I got better at it. This is named my high school, and what I decided to do, rather than explain to you how to build the watch, I would actually build the watch, and I'd be able to utilize this wiki for my classroom. So my intent to this program here under Mod 6 was to build something that not only would I learn the skills that I needed, but that I would try to build something that I could actually utilize in my school for my classroom long after Mod 9, and I think I've accomplished that. I think this wiki is a great start for what I want to do, so I got to thank the doctor for putting this into the program. I spent a great deal of time on this. It was a lot of work. Stressing through this, but I think I feel a little bit more comfortable, and it's something I'll be able to utilize. So this would be my home page naturally, my front page. The next thing I thought was important would be to build an index. So over here, what I did was I did an index on the page, as you can see, and I built this index with the intent of these are the things that most students ask of me when they're looking into our program. And so we built a welcome, and I would say, what is JROTC all about? And we were able to take the JROTC and answer those questions. Why participate? What JROTC provides, and we provide a lot of leadership and direction. We try to instill Army values and JROTC values in the students. We're going to I'll demonstrate a drill competition and the importance of drill and the who, what, when, where, and why. Our leadership development, our lesson plans, and our resources. I built these pages over here, and I've got a great deal more I'm going to build. I think this is something where not only will I build my projects in there, but I'll load in my syllabus as well as other ideas that I had as I was building this, and that would be to add a few more pages up here. I'd add a few more pages at the bottom, and those would be the pages that I would utilize to add in parental permission, so that the parents are familiar with my wiki, and that their sons and daughter would have permission to utilize that as well. Plus, I'd have freedom of information or Privacy Act statements that they have to sign, so that I could publish photos on the site to demonstrate what we do, not only in our classroom, but in the community things that we do. So I find that would be very interesting. And those are some of the things I'm going to do. These are the questions that people are always asked of us. What is the JROTC? And how it works. So, naturally I hit the edit button up here. I hit the edit button, and I added these in and made any changes, and naturally you have to keep going back and hit save. But this is what JROTC is. JROTC has been around since 1916, and it was for a mail program getting students ready for war, and that's not the case anymore. With the volunteer draft in the volunteer army, and pretty much doing away with the draft, JROTC became a citizen in a citizen training program for young Americans. And the job, naturally, in the JROTC is to motivate the students to be better citizens of this country, remain in high school, remain drug-free, and pursue higher education. And that's the whole intent of our program. And those are the core values that we try to instruct and instill in our students. So why do they do the uniforms? Why do students wear the uniforms? This is a question that they always ask. And so I figured what we would answer that. And then naturally, what is a JROTC class like? So I think I accomplished that here. And that would answer some pretty good questions that most students have. And naturally, a lot of students want to know, hey, why participate? And what do you get out of it? And who are the instructors? And in this case, I did a thing on our instructors. We have there's two of us at the school. There's a chief warrant officer, chief Mills and myself, Sergeant Major Kelly, and we have between 55 years of service between us. And I basically put that up there because parents want to know things like that, like, who's instructing their students and, what's their education level and, are they going to be drill sergeants? So we like to get those questions out of there. And then, and how do you take JROTC? Because we have a lot of students that come up and they go, gee, I didn't know how that works. So this, how do I get involved with the program? So I think we kind of answered that question right there. And then I put on what JROTC provides. And I built this onto the site. And this is, again, the, the reasons students should take it. This is I would say, some of our core values here. Excuse me, some I'm repeating back here, but it basically, incorporates all these things into our program, and this is what our whole core is built around. But I figured I'd build this onto the site so that, again, when parents or students wanted to find out what's going on, and I'd make the site available to everybody in the school, we'll just put this on our school website, and I think it'll answer a lot of questions, and I can see the potential to build almost everything that we do here. I could put a lot of pictures of the community events that we're doing and we have done in the past year, whether it's food drives, clothes drive, feeding the hungry, collecting money for pennies for patients, for leukemia patients and things like that. A lot of things that we do in the community, Christmas parades that we do, all kinds of parades naturally, but we do a lot of community things, whether it's painting, somebody's house, community center, restoring a park and neighborhood, whatever it is that we do, this would be a great place to put that. And it kind of shows what JROTC does. And here's the Army values that we try to instruct everybody, as well as the JROTC values. And this is values that everybody should have naturally, but we kind of spend a lot of time on these in our class. And I figured that would be nice on the Wiki site so that people could see what our whole intent is in the program, and I've kind of built this so that, like I say, it would last. Army JROTC drill, we had to put, I had to embed something in that, and what I did was I embedded this in here because this is something that the students are pretty proud of. And naturally, drill develops teamwork, discipline, and it's a great place to use for a leadership lab because every student gets to stand out front here and demonstrate their leadership skills to their peers. And they learn a command voice and they learn to work with other people. And this is social skills that you really can't learn out of a book. You have to apply them every day. And you can see everybody's working as a team, working together, coordination. And I'm going to move on. But that's JROTC drill. A lot of people have questions on that. And then leadership development is something that we work on a lot. And you can see here, this is students working outside. We take them, usually we do all kinds of leadership training, and these are drills that they do outside where they have to incorporate decision making into their planning process. They have to plan, execute, and make a lot of decisions. And some of these decisions, are very interesting to watch. But what we do at CASH is we try to build them in as much as we do. We try to get as much time out in an area doing leadership, building teamwork, and developing social skills with the cadets. But I put that in there because I had a better picture. Naturally, I wanted to show that I could do it, and I wanted to build something, like I keep saying, that would last a long time. I also put the lesson plan in there. I thought it was kind of interesting. Cadets are always asking me for the logo because they like to download that and put it on certain things. So I put the cadet logo in there, which is the JROTC logo, and I put a lesson plan in here. And normally, I put the lesson plan here to show, if I want to show a parent, what we would do in one of our classes, I'd put the lesson plan in here. I kind of built it over here to show you this is pretty much the task condition, and where all our classes meet the McGraw standards as well. But this is just a lesson plan that we build for for each and every class, and it basically put some success in here. What I would do next is afterwards, I would build this. I'd put the student book here, and that's what task, conditions, and standards that each student has to do in every one of our classes. So I think that would be an interesting to put into that. Naturally, I moved on, and that was the lesson plan. And the last page would be the reference page, and I put two up there. I put the U.S. Army JROTC website, and that is where students would go and parents would go as well. But that's where they would get, we have manuals there for students, and they can go and get their manuals there. This March to Success is an Army program. It's an excellent website where we teach students, how to prepare for testing, and they can go there and any type of test you could possibly imagine, whether it's a leadership, an ROTC class, or a math class, or a biology class, you can usually find sample tests there. And, I put them in there and I check the sites to make sure they work. And naturally, I put the Boston Public Schools org site there because students always have a lot of questions about, school-based rules, the school calendar or anything. So I put 3 websites in there that I felt comfortable with. And it got me a little bit more experience utilizing the program. And that pretty much concludes my briefing. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to participate in this wiki. Thank you.